All right, hello everyone, and welcome back. We are on the final level of our playthrough of Halo 3, and I've mentioned it like the start of every one of these. I'm playing them all back to back, so I'm still feeling that like low from Cortana. It gets better, but going from one flood heavy level to another is the
We are aboard. Humans and elites. Will you not come with us, brother? No. This is our fight. And I will see it finished.
gorgeous artwork.
Johnson, do you have the frigate?
Yes, ma'am. I'll land her as close to the control room as I can.
Safe is better than close, Sergeant Major.
Roger that. And ma'am, it's good to have you back.
Halo. It's so new, unfinished. I'm not exactly sure what will happen when we fire it.
We'll head for the portal. And we'll all go home.
Full circle indeed. Oh yeah, and it does the thing where you just come in with what you had last time. Although I do prefer that what it gives us when we start this from this level, because you get a bazooka. Oh, I guess this will work. I guess the swords for up close. That'll work. Man, Cortana is so bad. I'm still thinking about it. I'm not thinking clearly. We've got the okay, Cortana was supposed to be the second half to Floodgate. I've said this a dozen times now. I'm just thinking about like that timeline's better, right? That's like the timeline where Harambe isn't shot. That's the the joke everyone makes with that. So that timeline must also be the one where Cortana was an actual finished level. That's the better timeline. We found the cure to cancer. Diabetes isn't a problem anymore. It's heaven on earth. We live in this one instead. Ugh. Okay. I gotta like get it all out of my system, or I'm not gonna be able to focus here. Because this is a good level. I like this level. I mean, getting ahead of things, I would have preferred if this level was more of a one-to-one recreation of the Silent Cartographer, because that's what we're trying to evoke here. Is that level? All right, let's go get the skull first. And then I'm not gonna go to the what's it called? The terminal room over here on the right. Yeah, I guess we can. We got time. We're not in a rush here.
The
Okay,
control room
Grandpa's
isn't far.
skull. Drop that over there for now. I'm glad they put the skull right there. Could you imagine if they'd hid it away in like the Warthog Run section? Then I can't get over to the dude in his underpants, so
Wait, what's that?
yeah, you got the terminal recreation of this room. You know what would have been cool is if when you jumped into this, it would have shredded your armor. That would have been cool. Fall back. Like, it doesn't do anything else. If it had just done that. Anyway, I'm not gonna bother with that. Let's just let's push forward through this. And father. Let's see. Get up there. Almost. Fight. And there she is. Look at that. That is gorgeous. What's that saying? Art direction is key. Design is king. Or something. Doesn't matter how good your game looks if you don't have like a... No, it's
Control room's at the
a
front.
strong
Let's go.
art direction can survive dated graphics. Even though this looks like a game from 2009, it holds up really well just because everything's so purposefully designed. Alright, now we gotta make the seriously, some of them just... Glad I got the sword, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, well... Holy crap, okay. Okay. Okay, game. See, that one just went down instantly, but some of them face tank shots, like, you won't believe. It's so annoying. Right, who's got a... Okay, one of you has a gun. Who has a gun? And drop the gun, furthermore. Holy. Arbiter, how you holding up? Because I ain't doing too hot. Holy crap. I used to be able to, like, moonwalk through this on Legendary, but my skills have slightly diminished with time. I cannot do it anymore. We will do our best here. What? Climb the tower. Okay, we need a gun. That'll work. Ugh. You know it's bad if we're reduced to the sentinel laser. Guess it's working. More or less working. And we're out. Ugh, nope, that's not gonna work. That'll work. Alright. Checkpoint. Okay, game. Alright. That's fine that you did that, because at least you gave me a checkpoint right before. Alright, let's try out, let's go back on everything I said. Let's whip out the flamethrower. Wow, that didn't work. Well, maybe it did. Wait. Hey, it worked. I managed to not get killed. From like a story standpoint, it makes sense that this would be a flood only level, but from like a gameplay feel, oh, it just doesn't feel great. Because like, I think outside of the library in Halo 1, I don't think a single flood level ever has you just fighting the flood. Like, I'm trying to think. I think Quarantine Zone and the Sacred Icon in Halo 2 had you fighting the Covenant, or at least other alien enemies. I know, like, High Charity had you fighting... Because that was the big three-way fight, was Elites, Brutes, and the Flood. At least I think, if I remember correctly. So just having two back-to-back Flood-only levels, it doesn't feel great. Okay, I gotta get back to positive. We gotta be positive. This isn't Cortana. There's my positive endorsement of this level. It's not Cortana. You know, I've never done the Lasso campaign before. Every time I think I could do it, I get to these levels and I'm like, maybe not actually. Crap. Oh, come on. No! I hit you with the friggin... No! Where's my checkpoint? Okay, that's not too bad. See? What? Okay. Nope. Running. Arbiter, you take lead. Arbiter, what are you doing? Ugh. Are you gonna eat my grenade again if I throw it at you? Must be with, like, when it turns into one of its other forms. It's secretly swapping out the models. But if it's hit with, like, a grenade while it's happening, it's a bit more obvious, because it's like... It stole the grenade, I guess, more or less. inconsistent. Sometimes they face tank the laser sword, and I don't like that. No. No, 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 no. Okay, where's the... Okay. No! No! What the heck? Okay. 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 Take it slow. We take it steady. We'll win. Yeah. You do that, man. I would like the ammo from that. Thank you. Ugh, I get worse at fighting the Flood every time. I used to be able to moonwalk through this level. This was easy. We're not even on Legendary. This level is merciless on the higher difficulty. Alright. Checkpoint, yes, good, okay. Making progress. There we go. Bang, 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 bang. There we go. There's where the ghosts will be if I was on Legendary. Is it just Legendary? They might be there either way. I'll grab one if they are. Spark's gonna make us hold out. Ugh. That's okay. This part's not as bad. I'm able to weave a little bit easier. There's a little more cover. It's not just like a hallway full of Flood.
Well, we are finally doing what he wanted.
Checkpoint, yes, good. Okay, we'll set these guys up. They won't do much, but they'll do their best. I don't think that killed that guy. Nope. Healing. Confidence. There we go. Back! Savages. Ooh. How many more are ya? Come on. No! What? Shoot, okay. Oh, who's got what? There's a grenade launcher somewhere. Not a grenade, a mauler. Someone's got a mauler. I do not want to get a face full of mauler. Ooh, checkpoint. Hello. Ooh. Hello. They say I got a checkpoint. I'm feeling way more kind. I don't have to do this whole fight again if I get killed. That it? We done? Nope. A couple more. We are still going. Yeah! Check that out. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Because I do not want to lose all this stuff, we're gonna drop that there.
Coast is clear.
But break these guys, because they're gonna turn on us if I don't do that.
Chief.
I've had legendary runs where I get stuck trying to exit this place when those guys keep attacking. Okay. We're gonna... Oh, we don't want to fully go in. We don't want the door to shut. Okay, we're gonna drop this, bring it kind of close to the front. Want that for later. And this. Drop our shotgun right there by it. And the invincibility. And I'll bring that over here too, why not? Yeah, awesome. Alright, we'll grab those on the way out. That's how we avoid losing our nice weapons when the game takes them from us normally. Do I take life or who is victim?
Do I take life or give it? Who is victim and who is foe?
It's trying to rebuild itself
Jump
on this ring.
Hurry! Control room's close.
Let's do it. Boss fight time. In we go. Yeah, this whole cutscene. I had this whole interaction memorized once when I was a kid. I don't know why this is the interaction I chose to commit to memory.
I'm not gonna lose her, too.
Oh, hello. Wonderful news. The installation is almost complete.
Terrific.
Yes, isn't it? I have begun my simulations. No promises, but initial results indicate this facility should be ready to fire in just a few more days.
We don't have a few more days.
But a premature firing will destroy the Ark.
Deal with it.
Will destroy this installation. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable.
Bart, this is the second time you've betrayed me in this room.
Helping you was wrong.
Arbiter's like, what's happening?
You are the child of my makers, inheritor of all they left behind. You
Are Forerunner. But this ring,
is mine.
mine. And then if you're playing as Arbiter, you spawn in just far enough to the left that you instantly get tossed off. It is very funny.
I take no pleasure at doing what must be done. You do not deserve this ring. I have kept it safe.
It belongs to me. Not for long. Okay, here's a funny thing. So because of how, like, there's a little quirk with the AI where sometimes when the enemies die, they fire their weapons. But Johnson has that too. So I once came in here with a bazooka, traded it for the Spartan laser, and he died and shot me with the bazooka. I love it. It's such a funny, weird little quirk. My. Oh. That was fun. And then he lives and he's in the books, and I don't care. Oh, Johnson. Glad he could let us down one more time before the game's over.
No, you're not. Don't let her go. Don't ever let her go. Send me out with a bang.
Chief, I'm so sorry.
There's a lady in my head who calls me Stud Muffin. Leave me alone. Oh. His body just slides along. I'm glad Arbiter was off to the sideline to witness all that, though. That's good.
I am sorry, Spartan. But come,
I think we should leave. I hate how they just die sometimes randomly. Like, really easily. And then other times they just will not die. No. No. I don't think we will actually allow that to happen. Alright, let me go get my stuff. We'll check to see if the ghosts are there, and we will fly out of here. See, look at that. Planet ahead. That's what planet ahead gets you.
even in death, Sergeant guides us all.
Force. Frigate.
Of course. The frigate. We still have a chance.
Nope. Guess that's a legendary only. That's okay. It is nice. Ever since I learned those were there years ago, I never do this next section without grabbing a ghost, just for the extra firepower. But we're on heroic. This is much easier. Shotgun and sword combo will see us through to the end. No problem.
Find the doorway in the cliffs, Chief. The dawn is on the other side.
I mean, honestly, half the time the Sentinels are more dangerous in this little bit here than the Flood. I got an invincibility I should probably use at some point. Oh, I'll use it in a minute, maybe. This little room here. Whoop. There we go. Let's face tank this. Launch me!
Don't let this ring be the end of us, Chief.
Woo! Look at that. Do not want to deal with any of that. That is... Sure. Oh, and they're gone.
There, Johnson's warthog.
Alright, kids. Buckle up. We're leaving this place the only way we know how.
Go, go,
Kaboom. There it is. Okay, the ghosts don't spawn. Do the choppers spawn? Nope, that must be a legendary thing too. Alright. This is so cool. I like in Halo 1 having the actual time limit, but having like a built-in thing to keep us going instead is also really cool. Like, if you stop moving, you aren't gonna run out of time, but the floor's gonna fall out from under you. And even these things, these giant things moving. Alright, here we go. Oh, crap. Well, that's not supposed to happen. Jump in. I'm glad Arbiter just teleports in. I don't have to wait for him. Oh, shoot. Okay, here we go. Oh! Let's see if we can get through this whole thing without dying. It'll be a lot cooler if we do that. Oh! Just a really cool set piece. What a way to end this. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh crap, no, 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 no! Okay, well, there goes that plan. And so, oh, I guess Arbiter lived. He'll find his own way off the ring. Oh, dang it, okay. The checkpoints aren't the nicest around this part. You'll get, we get one right at the end of that tunnel section. So, we were close to one. There we go. Let's land properly this time. There we go. I guess the cool factor is... Okay, there we go. The cool factor might be a little undercut by me having a green taxi instead of a normal warthog. Or maybe that makes it cooler. Who knows? You decide. Okay, let's do it right this time. Kind of pull back as we hit the jump there. There we go. Then, blam! Look at that. That's why we hit the middle one, kids. There we go. I don't think I got a checkpoint after that, so let's be a little careful here. Let's not hit the speed bumps. Best we can, at least. Sometimes the checkpoint system just doesn't work, and it spaces them out a little more than I'd like it to. Yeah. Alright. Alright, I guess we're going this way. We'll definitely get one once we get to the next little rat circle building thing over here. Careful. Oh, no. Oh, quickly. And we'll hit this jump, and if it doesn't give me a checkpoint then, I don't know when it will. Loading. Oh yeah, here we go. Bam. And checkpoint. Very good. It's like a horror game where the fear is less about actually being scared and more about losing progress. Oh, pushing me around. Alright, here we go. I don't think I'll stop to talk to the grunt, mostly because I don't remember where he is. I know he's further up ahead, but... Oh, there we go. Oh, they just popped in. Did you see that? That was weird. Keep going. We shall not stop. The music is so good. charged. 80%. Now I always like this section up here because you kind of get like a left or right decision. Like, it doesn't affect much, but I think it's funny that you get two different paths to take you to the dawn. I think a bunch of Flood get crushed by a building over here. Whoa! Yeah, you can take the upper or the lower path. I'll probably take the upper. That's usually the way I go. Cooler this way.
90% firing sequence initiated.
Yeah, we're going. Go for it. Oh. There we go.
Got it, Chief. Jump. Floor it right into the hangar.
Woo! There we go. Green taxi and all. Taxi.
Hang on. Chief,
Not the taxi, no! Ooh, and the tank. Quick, Chief, grab Cortana, get to the front of the ship so Halo 4 doesn't happen.
If we don't make it,
We'll make
Make
it.
it.
it's been an honor serving with you, John.
Alright, we'll just go straight in the epilogue. It's not like there's anything else. I guess I'll talk about the level. It's good. I think the Warthog run is probably the best part of the level. I think the tower climb is a bit of a slog. I mentioned it during the climb. It's going from Cortana to this. I don't see how you could like have the narrative satisfaction of finally defeating the Covenant if the Covenant were also running around the tower. But the problem with the Flood in this is that it's just a lot to have just a Flood level. And that's why like most of the other levels that have Flood in them are usually also including like other enemy types. No, Quarantine Zone and Sacred Icon were Flood only levels, but I guess the Flood in Halo 2 just aren't as bad as this one. I mean, for one, you don't have the evolution forms that are turning into snipers on the walls the whole time, but also just generally, if I remember, Halo 2's Flood just isn't as tanky. I don't know, it's not a bad way to end the game, but I always forget, like, Halo 3 starts out, like, really high, and it carries that up and up and up and up, and then just ends kind of like, ugh. Like, not narratively. Narratively, it all works. I think all the plot points still hit hard as well as they probably could have, but it's undercut by the gameplay just being like, it's like wading through a swamp all of a sudden. Anyway, let's we'll get to the epilogue. Oh.
For us, the storm has passed. The war is over. But let us never forget those who journeyed into the howling dark and did not return. For their decision required courage beyond measure, sacrifice, and unshakable conviction that their fight, our fight, was elsewhere. As we start to rebuild, this hillside will remain barren, a memorial to heroes fallen. They ennobled all of us, and they shall not be forgotten. Reset! Hop!
Arbiter, I've been meaning to ask you what that thing on your shoulder is.
I can't forgive him. But you have my thanks for standing by him to the end. Hard to believe he's dead.
Were it so easy.
Haha.
Things look different without the prophet's lies clouding my vision. I would like to see our own world, to know that it is safe. Fear not, for we have made it so.
No, except there'll be a civil war for some reason, and half the elites are still Covenant, even though that doesn't make any sense because they Order 66 the elites in the second game, and you know, none of that matters. Doesn't matter. We're not talking about Halo 5 either. I don't care. Even if the Sang Helios parts are the best part of that game. That's not a high bar. Yep. At least ODST and Reach came out after this, I guess. You know, that's something. Then this cutscene, which used to be a reward for beating the game on Legendary, but I guess they just throw it in at the end now, regardless. Remember when that was a thing? Beating the game on Legendary got you a cool cutscene?
Can you hear me? I thought I'd lost you too.
What happened?
I'm not sure. When Halo fired, it shook itself to pieces. Did a number on the Ark. The portal couldn't sustain itself. We made it through just as it collapsed. Oh, some of us made it.
Can't wait to see the ship somehow turn into a different ship in the next game. And also look like it exploded instead of got sliced in half. Because consistency is for suckers.
But you did it. Truth and
I
the
guess there'd be
Covenant,
continuity.
blood.
Who cares? No one cares. No one who made Halo 4 cared, certainly.
It's finished.
It is finished. Get 2 spin-offs and we're done.
I'll drop a beacon, but it'll be a while before anyone finds us. Years even.
Like 5.
I miss you.
Wake me when you need me.
Look, it's not that I hate Halo 4. I don't want to hate anything. It's just that I love these games so much and they hurt me. They hurt me in a way that I can only be hurt by something that I loved. Okay? A lover scorned. That's it, you know? Look at me going off about Halo 4 again. I can't even enjoy this anymore. I mean, I can. It's not like it took my capacity to enjoy something away from me. That's ridiculous. I just can't help but think about it, you know? And that's Halo 3. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn it into a Halo 4 hate fest at the end there. It's hard because the levels themselves are not the strongest they could be. Seriously, these two just kind of ruffle my feathers a little. You know, they're not as good as all that came before it. All right, this stuff here is prime cut material. This is good. All right, especially these two back to back. That's not even fair. Cortana didn't stand a chance. I mean, what? Even in that timeline that I brought up, where Cortana is the level they intended, I'll bet it still doesn't like match the just intensity of going from these two levels to this. So, but, you know, it's a good game. Halo 3 it's not soured on me in recent years. It's more that I've just kind of, I guess, not soured, but it's lowered on my, like, if I had to tier list these games, I think 3 and ODST and Reach beat it out for me. But there was a time when this was like my favorite game ever. So I think that says more about the relationship that it created with me and my father, and that's probably why it was so much fun. Because we played through this all the time. We still do every once in a while. We get back and online and we play this, so I think that definitely helped. You know, it's the whole like it's better with friends thing. Just a lot of fun, me and him playing it. So I think you know, it's still really good though. It still holds up. I'm glad that it's not like been lost to time. I'm glad Microsoft has ported it to PC. You know, there are a lot of series where it's harder to find the older titles, and I'm glad Halo isn't one of those. You know, I can very easily purchase this, and like it's constantly on sale. Like the whole collection is constantly like $9 on Steam. It's not always. It's usually like 30 or 40, which is still like in a day and age where everything's like $70, $80 now. Getting this entire bundle of look, I don't love Halo 4, but Halo 4 is still a pretty solid game. So getting all of this for like $40, that's a steal. And the fact that it is so consistently on sale, is great. Like, it's just as accessible as it could be. I could make an argument that Combat Evolved should probably be like shareware, like Quake or something at this point. But you know what? If it's not, that's fine. Look at all this that you just have access to, and like I guess the cross game playlists are there too. Anyway, but yeah, Halo 3 specifically, it's great. I love it. If you haven't played it before, it's a good time. I'd say play obviously 1 and 2 first. I mean, Halo 2 and Halo 1 are definitely, you feel their age a bit more. But, I mean, they haven't aged badly. I think Halo 1 is aged shockingly well. Halo 2 has, like, a little bit of a hurdle. But once you get past, like, the first... Basically, once you get to Outskirts, everything opens up. It's a lot better. We'll probably not be getting to those two for a minute, though. I think my next plan is to play ODST and then probably Reach, which is such... I'm picking the weirdest order to play through these. So hopefully if you're watching, you've played these before, know what they're actually, like, the order is, because going from 3 to ODST, then to Reach, then to 2, then to 1, I'm playing this in, like, reverse order almost. Play Halo 4 last. But yeah, thank you for joining me on this journey. It has been a lot of fun playing through this again. I played through from start to finish all in one go, so this is all, like, you know, I didn't pause at any point in all of it. We'll continue our journey next time with ODST, and hopefully you'll be there to be part of it. So thank you again for coming, and have a good one. Bye.